Okay, okay, man. Hopefully, I got you guys right, man. Yo, we got something to talk about. As you guys know, we had a slight little rain droplets that took out some highways. There was a tropical storm depression. I don't know what category it was when it hit Tennessee, but I saw on the news feed, and it was saying how I-40, some parts of I-40 has slid away during this disaster, right? This natural storm. And I was like, okay. And then I went to go fill up around the Tennessee area, right? And some of the truck stops had no fuel, no power. And I was like, hey, what's going on, man? Like the channel, man. I got something to tell you. And I was like, Now, something popped up in my head, right? A great idea popped up in my head. Now, before I tell you what was thanks for the like. Before I could tell you what idea popped up in my head, if you guys go back to a couple videos, I've mentioned when that outbreak came out, when everybody was screaming, "Oh my goodness, the chicken pox! The chicken pox are here!" Was it a chicken pox or monkey pox? One of those things, right? I just don't want to sound so. I don't want to sound like a bigot, right? The Gen Zs are very careful with their how they express themselves nowadays, right? I learned something cool too. Not cool. This might be sound dumb to some of you guys, but food for thought. Instead of saying "but," say the word "however." Today was a great day. However, I'm dealing with these freaking knuckleheads. All right, let's go back to the talking. Let's go back to the topic. So, boom. Go ahead and like the video. I got something to talk about. This might help the market. So, if you guys watch some of my videos back, right, when I was speaking about the monkeypox and how this outbreak can give us some type of like a COVID type stimulus help that we desperately need in the trucking market. Well, that didn't happen. Um, it's been a couple months now. I haven't heard nothing about no goddamn monkeypox. Ain't nothing happened. The market's still shitty. We're still doing what we're doing. And if you guys haven't switched over to becoming a company driver, going local, spend some time with your family, and you guys are just rocking it out, hey man, I tip my hat for you. But as I was driving through this I see like trees all over the place. There were flooding in certain areas. A bright idea came to my head where I just thought to myself, I was like, yo, I'm not sure if you guys are aware or if you guys keep up with the trucking market or trucking news, other than that one YouTuber that shows videos of countless videos of bonehead drivers. But if you guys don't know, there is a allegedly a strike that's going to happen. So basically, there's a organization, right? It's like a union, and they have members all around the country, right? From the East Coast to the South to the West Coast. Anywhere there's a port, they have members as part of that union. Well, the leader, the president, the CEO, I don't know how they label themselves. The head guy of the union is telling the U.S. government that they feel like they're not getting paid the amount that they deserve. Now, write in the comments if you guys agree with them, if you guys heard about this story. But they're telling the U.S. government, hey, we're not getting paid the amount that we deserve. And if you don't pay us, we are going on a strike. And I believe there's like 30 to 80,000 members all around the country, right? There's 30 to 80,000 members all around the country. And now we get in the news, the propaganda, the fear factors, where all the news outlets are like, oh my goodness, if they go on strike. And before I tell you that, I just want to elaborate a little bit of what the head boss of this union, right? Basically saying like, hey, listen, you guys don't want to play with me. Either you guys write up this contract, pay our guys the wages that they need to be paid, or we're going on strike. If we're going on strike, these are the things that could happen, right? first and foremost, I want to say yes. I believe everybody needs to get paid their fair share. If you're busting your butt, if you're going through natural disasters and pandemics and stuff like that, and you're still coming to work on time, you're still busting your ass on time, and you're doing everything officially, you should get paid the amount you deserve. I'm 100%. I 100% agree on that. And as he was explaining all the things, right? As he was explaining everything that could potentially happen, and it was like, hey, we're going on strike. That means the stuff that's coming in from China are going to be sitting at the port. We're not going to unload it, right? That's one thing. He said, well, what about the cars that come in from China? Well, these auto manufacturers won't be able to put these cars together or put them at the dealership. So there's going to be no cars at the dealership. That's two. What about all the products that's coming in from overseas, not just China, from other countries that the same stuff that you guys use, you guys purchase from these grocery stores, from these electronic stores, from these clothing stores. Now, they're not going to be able to get their products because we're not going to unload it, right? These are 82,000 people, something like that. So now the stores, the consumers are going to feel the effect, right? All the consumers are going to start feeling this effect, where their local stores are not being able to fill up their shelves on time because of the inventory is low because it's a strike. And I was like, you know what? This freaking strike might goddamn well benefit us. This might be the savior we've been freaking praying for. Y'all motherfuckers need to go on strike. I'm with y'all guys. Yes. Yes, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Go ahead. Let's go on strike tonight, today. By the time the sun goes up, we're going on strike. I need all y'all motherfuckers. Don't go to work. And I don't mean by no disrespect. I need all y'all members. Don't go to work. Hold that bad boy up. I don't want to see a goddamn container getting pulled off that goddamn boat. Let that bitch sit right there. Let it sit right there. I want to drain the whole freaking consumer market. You know why? This is the same recipe that helped boom the trucking industry. It's called supply and demand. When there's more supply than demand, the rates go down because they don't need us. But when there's a more demand than there is supply, the rates go up because they need us yesterday. And let me explain, let me elaborate on that. So boom. So what are you talking about, broker talk? If they're not filling up the shelves and this, that, and third, we're going to be out of a job because we're not going to have no products to go pick up. No, Sherlock. Thank you. Duh. It was the same thing that happened during COVID. Oh, great. I got to pull in the motherfucker. God damn it. Is this the agriculture one? Let me see which one this is. Damn. Hold on. You guys pay, hold up, boy. It's part of trucking, man. Bypass. Give me a bypass, baby. Give me a bypass. What? I don't see none. I'm going to slide. I ain't going to lie, dog. I ain't going to lie. I saw a bypass. I saw a bypass. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. It said bypass, y'all. The way station said bypass. So we gonna bypass. But listen, so yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, it's gonna slow down for us. But guess what? Eventually, the politicians are gonna do what politicians do. Politic. All right, man. It's been about a couple months. People are crying. People are saying this and that, even though it's not gonna affect the politicians. Because it's funny when I hear Madam Vice President speak about the house markets or the housing price. It's expensive and American citizens cannot purchase these homes and this is expensive and American citizens cannot. Wait, hold up. Aren't you American citizen, Madam Vice President? So why are you saying we can't afford it? We know we can't afford it. Is it not affecting you at all? That the house market is too expensive for the average American? No, it's not affecting her. That the cost of food has tripled? No, it's not affecting her because she uses taxpayer dollars to feed her meals, right? They got private chefs and they got money to buy the food for the president and all that stuff and vice president. So they don't get affected. So at one point, the screams are going to be loud enough down here where we're at to reach Congress for them to say, "Hey, all right, one of you guys got to go down to the ports. Let's figure this out, man. Go holler at this guy real quick. He been screaming since September about this strike, and finally this strike came through. So go talk to this guy, see what we can do. Blase Suaze. Boom, they get a 70% increase. Boom, guess what? The motherfucking ports are backed up for months. They got fucking cruise ship boats way down there in the water that been docked out there for 2 or 3 months. They running out of supply. They sending out the helicopters go drop off canned tuna and crackers just so they can survive another month, right? Now the boats are coming in. Now the workers are working again. Now these major suppliers are gonna start saying, "Hey, we need dot 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 dot," and we need it yesterday. That's where we come in. Hello, you remember me, the truck driver? Yeah, that's where we come in. That's when we can tell the broker, "Hey, listen, I know, you know, beginning of this year, it's been rough for us. Now you know my name. After this strike's over with, now you know who I am. Yeah, 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 yeah. That $1.90 per mile, I ain't cutting it. That 2.15 per mile, it ain't cutting it. Let's get back up to $3. Just so we can warm up a little bit. Cause we know we ain't gonna stop at $3 now. We try to test the market too. And that's why I'm saying, hey, if y'all go on strike, cool, cool. Cause I'm gonna be totally honest with you. A lot of truck drivers, the ones who are over the road called OTR, the recession doesn't really if we are in the recession, it won't really affect us. Some of us are out on the road for 2 to 3 months at a time. We're buying food from the truck stops, right? So the amount of money that we spend on food doesn't equate to the amount of money that we make every week. Now, of course, some of them OTR drivers they have homes and cars and multiple girlfriends that they gotta take care of. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about the regulars, right? And that's what I really mean. Like, if they do go on a strike, remember I told you that this will benefit the trucking market because eventually this strike has to end. If it happens, if it occurs, it has to end. But I'm hoping that it's a longevity type of strike. I'm hoping it's not a strike that happened just one day and the next day they came up with a fucking contract. Which I'm gonna tell you, I strongly believe they are probably already working on it right now, bro. They've probably been in talks for months. You know what I'm saying? And before the strike can kick off, I believe that they're gonna have it all figured out. But if they would have gone on strike, I'm sure these port workers that have been working since COVID will really enjoy this day off or months. Us truck drivers, we're already struggling in the market as it is. So another 2 months, we've been doing this for the last 2 years. We've been waiting for the last 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, another 2 months and the market could go back up. But that's what really drives the market in the trucking industry, right? The stock exchange don't drive the market. The interest rates don't drive the market. What drives the market is the consumers, which is regular American citizens that are buying at your grocery stores, that are buying at these e-commerce online store, that are buying at these retail stores, that are buying at you fill in the blank. Those are the people that drives the trucking industry because they'll go back. These retailers, these suppliers will go back and look at their inventory and say, "Hey, we got to boost up next month for this product because we sold out earlier than we expected that this month." Or well, you guys figure it out. Now there are different parts of the truck market, like flatbed, which deal with construction, right? Those guys are mainly business, right? That's a different type of entity. When you're on the flatbed side of the market, you're dealing with constructions, you're dealing with infrastructures, stuff like that, which those markets are driven by builders, driven by government contracts. So that's separate. That's a separate department, right? But when it comes to drive-ins and reefers, even the animal haulers, and even the parking lot drivers, aka the car haulers, those are run by consumers. So when there is a more of a demand and supplies, that will help stimulate the trucking industry, especially when it comes to the rate. Now, when it go back to COVID, COVID was something special. Even the old school drivers can tell you that COVID was something special. I can't tell you that it'll go back to COVID time. I can't say that it won't. All I know is if there's some way, somehow, that something tragic that was unforeseen happens where it boosts up the demands of the consumers, then that will help boost up trucking. So, yeah, I think the strike might help the truck drivers. I'm not scared at all. If the manager, the boss, the CEO of that union was trying to scare us, that doesn't scare me, bro. Because I want you guys. I'm for. I'm with you guys. I want you guys to go on strike. I want you guys to go on strike long enough to dry out the American citizens. Pause. Dry out you know what I mean. Dry out the supplies long enough where the demand's so high that the brokers have no choice but to pay us what we deserve due to the fact they don't want to lose their clients or customers when it comes to the shippers or receivers. So, as you guys know, I'm out here doing what I do. I'm guys talk to you guys on the next one, man. You guys have a good day. What day today is? Tuesday, right? Or Wednesday? Damn, what day today is? Oh, it's Tuesday. It's almost Wednesday. I don't know. But you guys have a good day. I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next one. Let's go. Whoa, if I can log off.